nights for British football fans this summer as the World Cup fixtures are announced. The tournament takes place in 16 cities across the US, Canada and Mexico. England's campaign begins in Dallas.
Logistically and financially, people can't do the whole thing. I do plan to go to all the England matches, but whether I come back in between, to save some costs.
Also tonight, Reform UK celebrates the defection of another former Tory minister. And star striker Mo Salah hints he might have played his last game for the Reds.
Seems like a club is throwing me under the bus. That's how I felt it.
This is ITV News with Geraint, Vincent.
Good evening. With 6 months to go until the World Cup, England's football fans watching from home already have a scheduling advantage over their counterparts in Scotland. All of England's group games kick off at 9 p.m. UK time, starting with Croatia on June the 17th in Dallas, while Scotland's first game against Haiti won't start until 2 o'clock in the morning. England face a gruelling itinerary, though, with long trips from their base in Kansas City to their other group games in Boston and New Jersey. Our sports editor Steve Scott reports from Washington.
Never one to hide from the limelight, FIFA President Gianni Infantino was centre stage again today. Front and centre to reveal exactly where and at what time of day teams will be playing at next summer's World Cup.
This is your Peace Prize.
This followed the Donald Trump show yesterday, where, after an hour or so fawning of the American president, England, we eventually found out who would be up against who in the group stages. First up, today's information critical for teams planning and, of course, travelling fans. England's crucial opening game against Croatia will be in Dallas. Kick-off at home will be 9 p.m. They'll play Ghana in Boston, again at 9 o'clock. And finally, they'll start at 10 against Panama in New Jersey. Kind for viewers in England, but for the players, all 3 matches in the daytime heat. Kunal Sapat, who has barely missed an England game in 10 years and is determined to travel to the States, was monitoring today's big reveal.
Logistically and financially, people can't do the whole thing. I do plan to go to all the England matches, but whether I come back in between, to save some costs.
Like most teams, opponents apart, extensive travel and intense temperatures are going to be Scotland's enemies next summer. Their first match against Haiti will be in Boston, kick-off at 2 a.m. UK time. Likewise, their second against Morocco, although kick-off for this game will be earlier at 11. And finally, the eye-catching clash with Brazil. The 5th time they've met in a World Cup will be in sweltering Miami, also an 11 o'clock kick-off. Now both England and Scotland will urgently be identifying a base camp to use as they plot the best way to make it out of their groups and beyond. Steve Scott, ITV News, Washington.
Reform UK is celebrating the recruitment of another Conservative defector. This time it's a Scottish Lord. Malcolm Offord described the Tories as a party without a vision, but he appeared to need some encouragement when it came to endorsing his new leader at a party rally in Scotland this afternoon. Here's our political correspondent, Carl Dinnan.
Nigel Farage continues to say he has never directly racially abused anyone, although he didn't mention the allegations against him today, sticking instead to a more familiar script.
We are in economic decline. We are in social decline. We are even, I think, frankly, in moral decline.
But he did have his own headline-grabbing announcement, another defection from the Tories.
Lord Malcolm Offord, please come to the stage.
Lord Offord is a former merchant banker and Conservative minister.
Today I'm joining Reform UK.
He says he intends to resign from the Lords and stand for Holyrood, although he initially seemed a little slow to back his new leader.
Do you think he's morally fit to become a Prime Minister one day? I think this is a question that you could ask of any number of the previous Prime Ministers we've
just
had.
joined this party, so you should surely are asking that question of Nigel Farage.
I believe he is morally fit to be Prime Minister. Yes, I do.
Although 28 of Nigel Farage's Dulwich College contemporaries say they witnessed him being offensively racist when he was a pupil at the public school. Reform and Nigel Farage are claiming that this is all politically motivated. Is it?
No, I mean, I'm not a member of any political party at all. So my only concern is, here is Nigel Farage. I know this chap from the past. He's said some awful things that he doesn't distance himself from. That's the concerning thing, and that's the thing that I think the country needs to be aware of.
As Reform met in Falkirk, so too did opposing groups of protesters outside a migrant hotel in the town. And Nigel Farage said the immigration crisis is one of the reasons Reform is winning support in Scotland. Carl Dinnan, ITV News.
In other news, a mass shooting has left 12 people dead in a township near the South African capital, Pretoria. The victims include 3 children, the youngest just 3. Police say they are searching for 3 male suspects. Russia unleashed a major attack on Ukraine today, launching more than 700 drones and missiles. Most were shot down. Meanwhile, a Ukrainian delegation held a 3rd day of talks with American officials in Florida, and it was announced that President Zelensky will visit Downing Street on Monday. And 4 people have been arrested for throwing apple crumble and custard at the Crown Jewels in the Tower of London. The protesters were calling for the creation of a new citizens' assembly with the power to tax the rich. More sport now, and it's been a dramatic day in the Premier League.
I don't know why. Seems like a club is throwing me under the bus. That's how I feel it.
Liverpool's 3rd highest goal scorer said he'd say goodbye to the fans next Saturday as he wasn't sure what would happen next. Finally tonight, Buckingham Palace has revealed the King and Queen's official Christmas card. It features a photo of the royal couple taken as they celebrated their 20th wedding anniversary in Rome back in April. The photograph includes a simple printed message reading, "Wishing you a very happy Christmas and New Year." And that's it. We wish you a very good evening. The weather forecast is next, but from all of us here on the Weekend News Team, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.